You are going to get wiped out by AI, okay? It's going to absolutely clean the floor with you if you're not smart and you're not careful and if you don't watch this video through in full, okay? You should absolutely be worried about AI, okay? It's getting scarily good, scary quick. And again, if you're not careful, it will. I promise you, it will wipe you out. It already is wiping out so many people and so many careers. So what I want you to do, what I recommend you to do right now is watch this video through in full, because what I've done is I've created a strategy of the AI-proof business model that will always guarantee you make 6 figures a year from your phone, right? Have location freedom, financial freedom, all of this kind of freedom that you're trying to seek, but without the risk of being wiped out by AI, right? Now, I'm not just spewing crap online. I've been doing this for the past 2 years. I've made well over 6 figures with it, and I'm living that exact life that I'm telling you right now, and I will never be wiped out because of it, okay? So watch this video through in full. I'll run you through that strategy and how you can get started, and why, if you follow this video and you follow it to a T, you won't need to worry about being wiped out, okay? So if you're smart and you watch this video, you'll be fine. Okay, so welcome to becoming AI proof, okay? Now, honestly, this is how to become AI proof. Any kind of model that you pick, any business model, anything in the career realm, just like career in general. This is how you become AI proof, making sure that AI will never take your job. And I promise you, this works 10 out of 10 times if you pick this model that I show you, because the fundamentals, like it doesn't allow AI to take you out. Okay, and that's coming from someone that's doing it myself, and I've also seen it with several other people. You can still become a millionaire, you can still become a billionaire, right, with this model, with other models that aren't going to be at risk of AI. Okay, so this is becoming AI proof, and we get into it now. So what are some things that AI are going to replace? We need to understand this, okay? And as a whole, pretty much basically every manual and minute business digital task can eventually be replaced, okay? Especially digital businesses, right? So for example, writing content, ChatGPT can do that. Designing graphics and visuals, again, ChatGPT can do that. Answering customer questions, like basic questions, chatbots can do that, right? Scraping and outreach, again, ChatGPT and other platforms can do it. Cold email writing and follow-ups, again, ChatGPT. Appointment booking and scheduling, again, ChatGPT, and other things too, right? Running and optimizing ads, actually that might be a little bit more down the line. AI is getting good at that, but it's not massively at risk just yet. Data entry and bookkeeping, again, AI is going to take that out eventually. Market competitor research, you get the point. Basically every single minute and manual business digital task, at some point in the future, if it hasn't already, AI is going to wipe it out. So you should be worried if you're in this, okay? Now you can absolutely use AI to help you, but you can't rely on just yourself and your own skill to do this, because AI is going to do it quicker and better than you can with these sort of things, okay? So basically every single manual and minute technical digital task for like online businesses, eventually it's going to get to the point where you're not going to be needed, right, for this kind of like admin sort of task, and they're just going to use AI instead, okay? So what are things that AI can't replace? Let me put your mind at ease here. What are things that AI cannot replace at all and will never replace? As a whole, right, human connection will always have the upper hand, because AI can't build real human relationships, okay? It can't build emotional connection and trust. It can't create vision and originality, right? Because again, that comes from being a human being and having a human brain, right? And most stuff here to do with human connection will never be replaced by AI, right? Because here's the thing I'll get into in a second, but for example, when you want to buy something, would you trust AI or a human being to guide you on that buying journey? If you're trying to solve a problem, right? If you're trying to do something, or like for example, like if you want to sign up to the gym, and you want to learn how, you want to kind of like have an induction of the gym, would you rather like a robot show it to you over a video, or a human being actually walk you through the gym and show you how to use each machine? Like, humans are always going to trust humans, right? That's never going to just stop because of how good AI gets. Now, most people, including myself, don't really trust AI. Why? Because it's a robot. It's run on code and formula. It can't think for itself. It was built by a human, right? We all need human connection. It makes up life, okay? So for that fact and for that reason, this is why I recommend to get into this model that I get into in a second, because AI can't take it out, because human connection is the pillar of this model. So with that in mind, the things that AI cannot replace, right here, and the things that AI will replace right here, with that in mind, where do we go? So we know what it will replace, and we know what it can't replace. That's all well and good. But what the hell do we do? What model do we pick? So where do we go? Well, we go to sales. Yes, blanket term, sales in general. Selling things. And do you know why? Because again, humans trust humans. And what is sales? A lot of it's trust, right? You're not going to buy something from someone you don't trust. Would you trust a robot with your life? No, you wouldn't, right? You trust a human being. Do you know why? Because they've got that human connection, okay? Buyers trust real conversations, not bots, right? AI cannot build genuine human connection. Now, granted, yes, it can at a base level, but if you're in sales and you're selling a private jet for, I don't know, a few million, do you really want to be speaking? Let's say you're a millionaire and you're buying a private jet. Again, do you want AI to guide you through and hold your hand with it and go, oh, I'm an AI robot, by the way. Do you want to buy this jet? No, you want a human being. You want that personal touch. That's never going to go out of fashion. AI is not going to take it out. Human connection is always going to be there. So we use it to our advantage. Sales is human connection, right? And guess what? With sales, your commission and the money you can make in sales is uncapped. You can always sell something for more money, right? You can always sell something bigger and bigger and bigger. And guess what? There's always going to be the rule of thumb that human beings will prefer to buy something from human beings. Why? Because it's authentic, and AI can't build authenticity. Why? Because it's fake. AI and all of these chatbots, etc., whatever, AI and computer like digital techie stuff, it's not authentic. Human connection is authentic, and that will always be the pillar of our existence is human connection. So for that fact, if we get into sales, you are never going to be taken out by AI, right? And again, you can make as much money as you want because you can always sell more stuff. And the pillar and the rule of thumb is going to stay the same. Humans trust humans, so humans want to buy from humans. So if you learn how to sell and you can sell anything, well, guess what? You can also make as much money as you want without the risk of AI taking you out. AI is never going to give you a run for your money of selling his private jet for 10 million, right? If you're a guy that takes Zoom calls over the phone selling a 10 grand package, nobody wants to speak to an AI bot, right? I work in sales. I promise you, the second someone gets a feeling they're speaking to an AI robot, they get the digital business ick, right? And they're like, I don't want to talk to a bot, I want to talk to a human being, right? Trust me, I'm telling you as someone that experiences it firsthand. People don't want to speak to bots when they're buying something. They want to speak to human beings. So if you're that human being they speak to, then you're absolutely fine, okay? So this is the AI-proof model, sales. So for example, a sales rep, an appointment setter, whatever, just someone who sells stuff, who sells things, someone who sells things to other people because you need that human connection. So with that in mind, how would you start? So you understand, right, that AI is going to get replaced. AI is going to replace most things like here, right, that I've mentioned, but it won't replace these things here. So we need to get into sales. You've decided, cool, Aidan, that sounds great. I need to get into sales. It's a little bit vague. How do I actually start? How would you start if you were doing it again? Okay, I'm going to run you through the exact strategy that I did that has allowed me to quit my job. Right, I was working in a retail job a couple of years ago. Quit my job, make 6 figures a year from my phone, travel the world whenever I want to, work whenever I want to, and also be friends with multi-millionaires and live this great life. Okay, this is the model that I followed as a complete beginner. So don't worry, you don't need experience to do this. You can do this as a complete beginner, and I'll run you through how to do it right now. Okay, so how the hell do you actually start this? Well, I'd recommend, for example, if you're new to sales, you're not going to go and try and sell a 10 grand package over the phone. You're not going to try and get on an offer where you're selling these big high ticket deals because again, you're a beginner. So if you're a beginner, I recommend get into appointment setting. And the reason why I'm biased towards appointment setting is because it's changed my life and it's what I've done. So I'm guiding you in the right direction. It is the lowest barrier to entry, right? So again, if you're just starting out, you may not have any sales experience at all. Well, guess what? Appointment setting is very basic level sales. It is honestly as simple as, like, it's no different than trying to convince your mate to come out to the pub, right? Just say, oh, hey mate, do you want to come to the pub? No, I'm not really feeling too well. Oh, come on, well, come out for one drink. If you're not feeling it, then you can leave. Oh, okay, fine, I'll come out. It's basic level persuasion skills. You're doing it in your everyday life anyway. So for that fact, the barrier is extremely low to entry, okay? And also you can make 2 to 3K a month instantly, right? And I'll break that down in a second. If you book 100 appointments in a month for, let's say for example, you're on an offer, you're on an Instagram account that has 30,000 followers, right? And that person that has 30,000 followers has a program they sell for 5K, but they're too busy to actually speak to the 30,000 followers to try and book them into a sales call, which on the sales call, they'll try and close them for 5K. They'll come and bring you in to take it off their hands because they're too busy running the business, and they'll pay you $50 per appointment you can get booked in with a qualified lead, someone who actually be a good fit for the program. And let's say, for example, they got 30,000 followers. They're going to have more than 100 people per month that would be a good fit for the program. All you've got to do is have the basic level of skill of getting them to book in a call. Again, getting someone to book an appointment is much easier than getting someone to pay 10 grand. And then you book 100 of those per month at $50 a piece. That's 5K. Okay? So 2 to 3K a month is just pessimistic. You can get 5K alone just from booking these appointments. And then you can also introduce a commission structure of being paid 5% commission on the deal if they close, and that's an extra 2-3K a month on top. So this can make you 6 figures a year, and I'm telling you as someone that's done it myself, okay? So really easy to learn and get good. Again, basic level sales skills, you already have these sales skills that are necessary, and to get good, again, because you already have these skills, it's not hard to refine because you've already got that foundation, okay? Endless progression, because once you learn how to sell at a basic level, you can always learn how to sell bigger things, and then obviously the higher things you sell, the more expensive things you sell, the more money you make, okay? So endless progression. With sales, you can never sell something too expensive. You can always sell something for more money, right? You can do it from anywhere in the world as well. So you can do it from your phone, you can do it from your laptop, you can do it from the roof, you can do it from Spain, you can do it from China, you can do it from, I don't really care where you do it. You can do it wherever you want. I'm telling you as someone that travels 8 times a year, and I'm also going to Spain next month for an entire month because I'm doing this from my phone. Okay, I'm telling you someone's doing it myself. You can do it from anywhere in the world. You're also paid for your performance, not your time. You know how much I hate that. If you pay for your time, you only have a certain amount of hours in a day. Whereas if you get really good at something, your income is never capped, okay? Your time is capped because you only have a certain amount of hours that you can work in the day. However, you can never be too good at sales, and you can never sell something for too much money, right? So again, for that reason, your income is uncapped, okay? And you can work your own hours. Because again, if you learn that skill of being good and you can book 5 appointments a day, right? So what's that, $250 a day if you're on $50 per appointment, right? Well, if you get good enough to the point where you can book 5 appointments a day and it only takes you 3 hours a day, it doesn't matter what hours you work as long as you get the result. Again, you're paid for your performance, not your time. So if you're really good at what you do, you can work whenever you want to because you know you're really good and you know you can get the result, okay? So yeah, that's what I recommend. Honestly, the AI-proof model is sales in general, but if you really want to get started ASAP and start, being able to make this amount of money from your phone very quickly and change your life and make sure you're not going to be taken out by AI, well, I'd recommend to get into appointment setting, and that is what I'd recommend to do, okay? So get into sales and then get into appointment setting. And if you want to learn exactly how to get into appointment setting, right? Shameless plug here. If you want to get into appointment setting and do exactly what I've told you there and change your life the same way I have and everything that I bang on about on this channel, there's going to be a link in the description, right? And it's going to run you through exactly how I can help you do it, okay? How I can help you start, how I can help you scale and get to the point where you're making 5 to 7K a month from your phone effortlessly as a complete beginner with appointment setting, as someone that's done it myself several times over and also helped several other people, okay? So look, full transparency, if you click on that link, that website is designed to try and sell you something, right? So if you don't want to be sold to and you're not serious about, becoming AI proof and quitting your job, if you're not serious, then don't do it because I will try and sell you something. Whereas if you are serious about making this work, then click the link down below, book on a call with me, and I'll run you through exactly how I can help you too. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.